It has been in professional play of StarCraft 2. So,
all right, man, we're going to start this game off, fellas. White Rock versus Select, game number 1. All right,
guys, let's see who knows. You guys break out there.
They will be in just a few short minutes.
Oh yeah. And this is only the start of the day, and two of the best players in the tournament for sure. Gonna be duking it out as the loading screen. There we go. They finally brought it up there, and we are good to go. The very first game of the day. I couldn't even imagine a better way of starting this tournament out here. And you got to remember, the games are only going to get more and more epic as this day goes on. As it's obviously the final day, and this is where people are going to start getting eliminated.
Oh man, I cannot agree more. Oh, every time.
Every time they get me. I always come in here assuming it's just going to be off, but evidently not. All right, so swatting down here in the bottom left-ish side is going to be Select. Are there any Select fans out there?
Yeah, there's a couple.
I got some Terrans in the house.
I got a feeling we're going to have more fans in the house for our Protoss player spawning up here in the top left-hand corner of the screen. Make some noise for White Rock. White Rock!
This is when things collapses and the games have to be paused. So it is going.
His best Yonsha person.
All right, so spawning in the top left side is going to be Select. He's currently 1-0. Are there any Select fans still here? Still a few Terrans around. And White Raw spawning up in the top right side. Does anyone want White Raw to make a comeback? Always an amazing Protoss to watch. So, I mean, obviously it's going to...
Army, he's going to cut it. The Marines there. Excellent force feed. He's going to go to force feed for a long time. Every one of those Marines is going to die. And without those Marines, Select's not going to have the ability to apply any counter pressure. His expansion is going to be further delayed. Excellent play out of White Rock.
You know, a very tense moment though, because the Marauders on the high ground are still in this. They were shooting that entire time, so units lost here is still going to favor the Terran player. And you got to remember that as a Protoss, you have to be extremely cost effective with your very costly units. And he did lose a couple of units there, but I think he made Select feel a little uneasy here. You got to remember, he only has 2 barracks, and the other 2 additional barracks are going to be finishing up soon. We do see a Ghost Academy here, but I do feel like that bought White Raw a little bit of time. Even though he didn't really crush that army, it's going to give him a couple more seconds to regroup and make that army once again.
Yeah, he didn't crush the army, but Select had a force that was respected. Not the outcome. It's the whole game, Husky.
Oh, the force fields need to be really good here. He's only able to get 1 there. The MP is knocking out what seems like all the sentries, and Zealots without the legs.
Slow.
Yeah, the Zealots without the legs not able to catch up there, and this is not looking good for White Raw. This army is desperately needing to do some damage here. Select finally stops moving, but that's because he's going to be moving towards the Stalker.
Select cleaning up all the Zealots. Now White Raw having to rely on reinforcements. He does have a lot of stuff newly warped in back at home, and he's going to turn on a re-engage, but he might lose this expansion, and that would be so bad.
This shows you the importance of the upgrades for Protoss. That Zealot legs, this game would have looked completely different. So I got to hand Select with the game sense to focus down that building 1 second before it was done. Now the high yield expansion has gone down. It is going to be a 2-base Protoss versus 2-base Terran, but supplies are 120 to 89. He's trying to get out 2 Colossus once again, but Select may find the same timing he found in game number 1, right when the Colossus are spawning.
Oh, nice EMP goes on a lot of the Zealots. Charge is now done. White Raw really wants these Colossi out. He needs just a few seconds. Select bearing down on the natural. White Raw's going to have to fight here. Stalkers and Zealots engaging. And Select is looking in a commanding position to take this game.
Wow, once again Select finding the perfect timing in his drops and his attacks, and he might be wondering, well, where's the additional units? He had to spend those resources again on Charge, and he was trying to tech switch to Colossus, and I feel like this is something Select is very comfortable against because he's found the perfect times to go up against that, and there is going to be the GG. Well played. Select able to take that series. That was extremely good play there from Select, and we were talking about in previous games he didn't play to the best of his ability, but the timings in that were so close, and White Raw at the last second there was 99%, and Select being very mannered saying, well, I got lucky on that one, but it was literally 1 second away, in game seconds, even at that, which is even less than a second.
So clutch. White Raw putting up such a good showing that Select, man, just 1 second faster.
White Raw there, and wow, That game, that shows you the importance of timing. I mean, StarCraft, I say this all the time, is a game of seconds. 1 second earlier, he would have been able to hold off that drop and the counterattack that followed it very easily with those Zealot legs, because we saw in the middle, those Zealots were just melting away from that Marauder slow. No